I decided to wear an oversized hoodie for this video, but like it shows so much of my chest, and if I put my hood on, it's just like a little worse. Like that's a lot. That's a lot y'all don't need to see. So we'll see how long I keep this on. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blake, and in today's video, I wanted to talk about anger because I feel like I could talk for hours on anger, and I want to give y'all some examples or whatever. But yeah, for anyone who knows me, I'm a very angry person. I don't know why. Maybe it was my childhood or something happened to me, but I've always been an angry person. It doesn't take long for me to get ticked off. Like, really, like, put me in a setting and give me, like, a few annoying people, and I'll be ready to fight everyone. Like, that's how bad it is. I never was like this when I was younger. When I was younger, I was always a happy person. I never really had problems with anyone. And I want to say this happened during, like, middle school. I want to say, like, 8th grade and beyond. I remember me and my mom got into a big fight. And we were arguing, we were screaming, we were yelling, we were texting. And we made up at the end of it. And then I think, if I could guess where my anger comes from, I think it's just my pent-up emotions. Like, as I've explained before, I suppress a lot of stuff. I suppress a lot of my emotions and my feelings because, in a way, you know what? Growing up, expressing emotions was weird in my family. We really don't talk to each other. We really don't, like, talk about our problems. We just, like, suppress it and move on. And I remember there'd be times where I'd be crying about something, and my mom would just tell me to get over it. I love my mom, but there were some moments where I remember I was riding my bike and I fell off, and I scraped my knee and it was bleeding, and I went up to her and I was like, "Mom, help me, like, help me." And she sat there and she was like, "Okay, give me a minute." And I'd be like, "No," like, me being dramatic, I was like, "Take me to the hospital," or whatever. And she was like, "You need to stop crying, like, it's not that big of a deal, like, you're fine." And, you know, like, in what way could she have consoled me? Maybe I wanted her to be like, "Oh, it's okay, like, let's go in and solve this right now," and patch me up and, you know, be a loving mother. Not saying that she's not, but, like, I think that's where it all started. And there'd be some times where I would get angry, and my mom would just yell at me for it and tell me to calm down. Like, I feel like I wanted her to sit me down and be like, "Okay, like, why are we feeling like this?" Maybe justify it, maybe tell me I'm in the wrong and calm me down and explain it to me. But yeah, and then I feel like it's just me getting numb to the point of stuff where, like, if I'm sad, if someone were to betray me right now, I don't think, like, I don't know the best way to explain this. Like, let's go off topic for a minute and let's talk about, I'm gonna also talk about crying. Where I can't cry. I used to be able to cry whenever I wanted, but now, like, even in hurtful moments, to cry, I have to really think about it and be put in the mood for it. Maybe turn on a sad song, watch some sad videos, and I don't know. There's sometimes when I want to cry or get mad, I feel nothing. I feel numb. Maybe it's because it's an emotion I'm so familiar with that I've just gotten over it. Like, I remember one time I was frustrated with life and I wanted to cry. And so to make me cry, I went on TikTok and I Googled family coming back from the military and their reaction. And I'd see all these people get reunited and cry. And I would also look up, like, dogs crying because I love dogs so much. And, like, seeing their owners, like, leave, or owners crying about their dogs being put down. Like, it sounds so bad. But it was purely the only thing that could make me start crying. And then after I turn on the video, I could only cry for, like, maybe, like, 3 minutes max, and then I'd get over it. And I'd be like, why? Like, I really just want to cry. I just want to let it all out. And I do think a part of it is me having unexpressed emotions. Like, if I get mad about something, I try to suppress it. Like, if I'm at work, we have this, like, hot pan, and sometimes I'll just grab it, and it'll cause me pain, and it'll, like, cause my feelings to go away. But also, my anger is so bad where, like, at work, if someone isn't doing something, like, a particular way, or, like, being good at their job and to my standard, I get angry and I kind of lash out. I try to stop it because We need to keep it professional. We need to keep it 100. We need to keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. But there's sometimes where I just can't hold back. There's some points where people, like, in the store I work at, in the back, where, like, if something goes wrong and we're, like, waiting on something for if we're waiting on something for I think that we shouldn't be waiting on, I'll be like, what are we doing? And I'm like, it's also Blake, know your place. You're not a manager there. You shouldn't be doing this, but I can't hold it back. It's just so bad. And yeah, it's easy for me to get pissed off. And if I don't even know how to explain it anymore. Like, if I see something happening and it's not going, like, the correct way I think it should, I'll get mad. And I need to figure out what that means for me. I'm making it another goal in 2026 to get a therapist to help me with these emotions, because really, like, it's getting really bad. And I've been looking for other ways to put out that energy. Like, sometimes after work, if it's been a hard day, I'll get in my car and I'll have something that I call an after work scream. Well, I'll just sit there and I'll scream. And it's a way to let some of the anger out. And by the end of it, I get tired. And then I'll see if I still can scream. And if it feels like a chore, I'm like, okay, we're okay. And I'll also write songs to help with my emotions and my feelings, to, like, kind of, like, as a way of putting it out onto something and not keeping it in my head. And then I've kind of started opening up to friends. One friend in particular, where I don't see her a lot, and so sometimes I'll call her and we'll just talk about life. Daisy, my friend Daisy, I'll call her and we'll just talk about life and where we're at, because she's like 5 hours away at college and I'm still in hometown. And every now and then we'll call and we'll be like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, how are you? And I'll tell her about my life and she'll tell me if I'm in the right or not. That's why I'm also glad I have my friend Annika, because if I feel a type of way, I'll go up to her and I'll explain to her and she'll tell me, like, no, you can't do that. Or she'll be like, okay, this is valid, like, I think you should do that. And, you know, I'm glad that I have these two people in my life to kind of be a moral compass for me, for someone who doesn't make a lot of good decisions. And yeah, I don't know what this video will be titled. It'll probably be titled, like, anger, crying, and emotions. And it's a hard topic for me, really, because, like, I don't know how to express myself in a healthy way, or just really in general. Because if something bad happens, like, I'll just bottle it up and I'll suppress it and I'll just force myself to forget about it, really. And it's not the best thing ever. And for anyone watching this video, don't do that. Really find a way to express your emotions, whether it's in a sport, or I went golfing and I put all my anger into, like, hitting the ball and having it go far. I went to Topgolf and it felt good. By the end of it, I was tired. I was exhausted, because I don't really do anything like that. So really, if my advice for someone who's so emotionally unavailable, don't suppress all your anger. It's not good. You'll end up like me, and you don't want to. As someone who gets angry so easily and cries and can't cry, unless, like, they have to force themselves to. So my advice is find a way to express yourself. Don't hold it back. Don't let anyone tell you that emotions are a sign of weakness or a sign of anything stupid, because everyone feels emotions and everyone just deals with it in a different way. Like, really, like, find a sport, find an art, find someone you can talk to express yourself with. Don't let, if you write songs, go play baseball and put all your anger into swinging that bat and sending the ball to a home run. Create art that reflects the way you feel. Find someone to talk to, whether it's a friend, a stranger, a therapist. As I said before, I love talking to strangers. I love finding someone, trauma dumping, we talk about it, and then I never see them again. Or maybe I will. I don't feel like editing this video, so that's getting left in. But yeah, just always find a way to express yourself. It's not good to keep it locked in, because then you become emotionally unavailable. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Just another random video about me rambling. I love filming videos like that. I really do. I've been thinking about what kind of videos I want to make, and I love being able to just sit down and have a topic on my head and just word vomit the whole time, not having a script, just talking about what I feel in the moment. And I want to do another one where I talk about albums I want to make. And yeah, but yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe if you've already done so, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.